Hello everyone, myself Rohit Tiwari, and today I'm going to teach you to discuss the topic map. Maps are very important, in geography. Map is the most important tool of geographer. Maps are the eyes of geography. So map study is very important in geography. So the today topic I have taken, it's an interpretation of topographical maps. And the first question comes, what is a topography means? What are the topographical maps or topo sheets? So actually, there are many types of maps we have, and topographical maps are very important because it is the study of relief features. The question comes, what are the relief features? We classify the relief features into three order. We classify relief features into three order, the first order, second order, and the third order. In the first order relief features, we have continental platforms and ocean basins, which support continents and oceans. So we have continent, platforms, and ocean basins. In the second type of relief features, we have the mountains. Mountains are the highlands, and then plains. Plains are the lowlands, and then plateaus. Plateaus are the tableland. So it means which type of relief having in the second order having the higher, that elevation. So we have the great height of mountains. Then second we have plateaus, and then we have plains. So in the second order we have mountains, plains, and plateaus. And the third order, the rest of all the relief features, it comes under the third order. So first order relief features we have continental platforms, ocean basin. Second order we have mountains, plains, plateaus, and third order we have all rest all kind of features, rest all will come in this. It means like beaches, caves, all this kind of relief features will come under this. There are so many things are there which are left, and everything comes under the third order relief features. So as I told, the topography, it's a study of Earth's surface, shape and features. It's not only the study of only relief features, only these first order, second order, and third order. It also contains physical elements along with the cultural elements. So we can classify the topography in broadly two divisions. The first is physical elements, and the second is cultural elements. So to learn this, I use very simple technique. We have to remember the alphabets, and then we can remember, like in the physical elements we have RDV. What is the meaning of RDV? R means relief, D means drainage, and V means vegetation. So it saved my time, it saved the space, and we can cover more, we can discuss more topic. So I use this technique to learn something in a very easy way. So we have the study of, in the physical elements, in this topography we have to study relief, first order relief features, second order relief features, and the third order relief features. And then we have drainage. Drainage means it's a area which is drained by a particular river. It's a river basin, we can say. A whole area which is drained by one particular large river, that whole area, it is called drainage. Like Ganga is a drainage, Ganga drainage, Brahmaputra. And between two drainages, sometimes we have the water divide. Like Ambala is a water divide between Ganga and Indus drainage. So Drainage, we have four types of drainage pattern. We have dendritic, we have trellis, we have rectangular, we have radial. We have to study in this map, topographical maps. And vegetation, different types of vegetation we have to study. It can be tropical evergreen, tropical deciduous, montane, sandy, desert vegetation. It means and mangrove forest. So everything comes under the topic vegetation. Second, we have the second. If we divide the topography in two parts, what we study in topography, then the second part of topography, it is a cultural elements. In the cultural elements, we have SC. What is SC means? S means settlements, and C means communication, means of communication. And then we have SG. I means we will have, and one more we have, it's a general occupations. So let me recall: relief, drainage, vegetation, settlements, means of communication, and irrigation. And then after we have general occupation. So in this tree diagram, you can understand actually the topography is the combination of the study of physical elements along with the cultural elements. Under the physical elements, we have relief, we have drainage, we have vegetation. But under the cultural elements, we have settlements. There are many types of settlements are there: linear settlement, star-like, and compact settlement, scattered settlement. And then we have irrigation. We have to study irrigation. We have to study general occupation. So it's not only physical elements, physical study, but also the local history in detail, and the cultural. Everything comes under the topography. It means physical and cultural both we have to study. So the proper definition of, what will be the proper definition of topography? Topography is the study of relief, features of the earth or surface and features along with its cultural elements. So physical plus cultural elements study, it is called topography. Very simple. And who made these topographical sheets? Or topographical maps, topo sheet. In the short form we call it a topo sheet. Who made this? The Survey of India made these topographical sheets or topographical maps or topo sheets for India and adjoining countries. Now, in the topography we have some particular sheets we have, and according to these sheets we study these maps. So the first sheet we have the million sheet, quarter inch sheet, and then inch sheet. So let me rub this and make a new diagram, then I can explain these three types of sheet to you: million, quarter inch, and inch sheet. So now topography we have total three sheets. The first we have million sheet, and second we have quarter inch sheet, quarter inch sheet, and the third we will have 1 inch sheet. So what is million sheet? Million sheet, it is based on the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1,000,000,000. What is the meaning of this? Actually, this is the scale of 1 centimeter. This is the scale of million sheet. It means 1 centimeter, it's representing 10 kilometer on the map. What is the meaning of this? We call it RF. RF means MD upon GD. So map distance is 1 centimeter, but it represents 10 kilometer on the map. So ground distance is 10 kilometer. And each million sheets cover an area of 4-degree longitudes and 4-degree latitudes. So let me make 1 million sheet, then you can understand. Like this is the million sheet, and we divide first in this way. Like suppose it's we start from 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 and 49. So you can see there are total 9 sheets are there, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 like this, and each sheet covers an area bounded by 4 degrees of latitudes and longitudes. So you can see I have taken the ones, suppose there are so many topographical maps are there, and I took the one particular part of the topography sheet, topographical maps, and you can see I have numbered 41, 42, 43 like this. There are total 9 boxes are there, and 43 is the Srinagar sheet. If I am taking the 45 sheets and just making it large, then 45 sheet will be divided further into 16 parts, and this will be the quarter inch sheet. The million sheet means 4 degree sheet, and quarter inch sheet means 1 degree sheet. So now this quarter inch sheet, each portion, each sheet will be bounded by 1 degree longitude and 1 degree latitudes to the side. So this 45, now it is going to be numbered again, and this in this numbering we will have the total 16 parts of it. And so first we have the 45 as a million sheet. So I am taking the 45 as a million sheet. And this 45 million sheet, it means the 4 degree sheet. It is going to be divided, for the division will be in the 16 parts, and 45 suppose I am dividing in the 16 parts A. Now it will be the first million sheets are numbered in a number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this, the middle sheet, quarter sheet, it is going to be numbered in the alphabetical order. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So each sheet like ABC, it is a, what is this? It is a quarter inch sheet. So I have taken the center of this particular from this diagram 45. So 45 is a million sheet. Now I am again taking, suppose 45 J I am taking the third row. So it's a 45 J, it's a quarter inch sheet. Once again I am telling you, million sheet, it is 4 degree. Each million sheet is bounded by 4 degree latitude and longitudes, both the sides, and its scale is, RF is 1 centimeter is equal to 1, then 60, it means 1 million. So that's what is called million sheet. And 1 centimeter is representing 10 kilometer actual distance on the ground. So 1 centimeter on the map representing 10 kilometer actual distance. Okay. Now in this we have in the quarter inch sheet, it is 1 degree. The scale would be different. 1 centimeter equal to 250 and 2 log 50,000 in simple way you can say. So which means the 1 centimeter is representing 2.5 kilometer actual distance. So try to understand it. So scale is going to change. Both the sheets we have the different scale. The first scale we have 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer RF. But here we have 1 centimeter is equal to 2.5 kilometer. So first we had like 41 to 49 total 9 sheets we have, and it is a million sheet. Any sheet you can pick. 43 million sheet, Srinagar sheet. 46 million sheet. 49 million sheet. 47. So these all are the million sheets. If we take any particular million sheet, then it is going to be divided into 16 parts, because the next scale, it is 1 centimeter is equal to 2.5 kilometer, which is called quarter inch sheet. So the numbering will be in the alphabetical system ABCD to A to P total. Now the next sheet we have, it's a 1 inch sheet. Now it is 1 by 4 degree. So first we had the 4 degree million sheet, then we had 1 degree quarter inch sheet, then now we have 1 by 4, 1/4 degree, it means 1 inch sheet. Now 1 inch sheet, it is each 1 inch sheet is bounded by 15 degree longitudes, sorry 15 minute, because it's a 1 by 4 degree. So 1 by 4 means 15 minutes, because 1 degree is equal to 1 degree in geography is equal to 60 minutes. So 1 by 4 degree would be 15 minutes. So each 1 inch sheet is divided into again 16 parts, and now again we will have the number system. We have to number again. So like suppose I am taking 45J. So J would be divided again into 16 parts. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So suppose I am taking 45J in a similar position, 45J by 10. So 45J by 10. So million sheet is divided further into 16 parts. Then quarter inch sheet is also divided into 16 parts. So first we have numbers, then we have alphabets A to P, then again we have numbers. So you can see I took first 45 million sheet, 45, then 45J, it's a quarter inch sheet, and J again divided into 16 parts, and each sheet is representing, each block, each number is representing what? 1 inch sheet. So now what would be the scale here? The scale would be here 1 centimeter equal to 50,000. What is the meaning of this? It means 1 centimeter is representing half kilometer. 1 centimeter is representing half kilometer on the map, actual distance. So you can see the million sheet representing 10 kilometer, ground distance on the map as 1 centimeter. But here 2.5 is equal to 1 centimeter. But here we have half kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. So in topography, if we study the topography, then first we have to understand what is the definition of topography. Then after we discuss what kind of content topic comes under the topography. And then we have important 3 sheets are there. If you will have the idea of these 3 sheets, then we can move further. Without this, you can't understand topographical maps or topo sheets. So I hope you have understood. There are total 3 sheets we have: million sheet, quarter inch and 1 inch. 4 degree it means 1 degree, 1 by 4 degree. The scales are different, and in this way there is a system. Like 45 I took as a million sheet, 45J, then 45J by 10. Okay, so let me rub this diagram, and another topic we have to. Okay, so after the million sheet and quarter inch sheet and 1 inch sheet, we have the next topic in topographical map study, arbitrary grid system. What is this? Arbitrary grid system, it helps locating places on the map. So the first thing we have the vertical lines on the map, topo sheets, are called eastings. So what are the eastings? Vertical lines on the map are called easting. In the similar way, we have northings. And northings, we have the horizontal lines on the maps are called northings. So arbitrary grid system, the first important thing is that it gives idea, it helps in locating places on the map. Second, the vertical lines are easting and horizontal lines are northings. The third we have in this arbitrary grid system, the southwest corner always is the starting point of the map study. So southwest corner, it will be the always starting point to study map. What is the meaning of this southwest corner? So let me tell you what is the southwest corner. Suppose you have, it's a topographical sheets. Actually it's not, it's roughly, I'm just drawing on the whiteboard. So if you will have book, you can open and you can see the real topographical map. So southwest means we call these are the cardinal points. The cardinal points are north at the top, south at the bottom, and this side we have east and this side we have west. So which part of the map is the south? Tell. So downside of the page or the map is the south, and southeast this side will come, and southwest. So this is the southwest. So this southwest will be the always starting point of the map. So actually the map is too much bigger. So we divide into parts. So for convenient study in the book. So like the one particular map is there, and we have just divided that particular map for convenient study in the book. So it is the starting point. It is going to end and then it is going to start. So always remember, southwest corner will be the starting point. What are the northings? Vertical lines are the northings on the map, and vertical lines are the eastings, and horizontal lines are the northings. Okay. So next topic we have two types of grid reference. The first grid reference we call it's a 4-degree grid reference, and then we will have the 6-degree grid reference. So the fourth point under the arbitrary grid system, after easting, northing and southwest corner and grid system, it helps us to locate the places on the map. I hope you have seen sometime in the Bollywood and Hollywood movies how the soldiers, they're informing to their command room, hello Alpha Charlie, I am that particular coding name they are telling, and they are telling the degree, their location, geographical location, 23 degree east, 45 degree east, we need ammunitions, we need a backup. They are saying, because it helps. It's a grid position system, and under the grid position, in your course, class 9th and 10th, we have only 4-figure and 6-figure, but it goes further. There is more division in the grid system. So grid system means exactly it is giving the location, exact location it is giving to find a particular thing, a person. So eastings, northing, southwest corner always is starting point, and it's help to locate places, anything. And the fourth point, the grid reference. We have the 4-figure grid reference, and then we will have the 6-figure grid reference. Now how to find 4-figure? Like suppose this is the topo sheet, and on this map somewhere it's a village Ashwa, or here is a temple. Okay, I'm just drawing a roughly diagram. So we have to find out the 4-figure grid reference of Aswa village. So what we have to do, we can see the eastings are the parallel lines, vertical lines, and northings are the parallel lines. Suppose it's we can give the numbering, it's one by one we can give 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and here we can give the numbering, you can give the numbering 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and this would be the 27. So now we have to find out the 4-figure grid reference of Aswa village. So always you can see that the black circle I have marked, actually it would be the red, because of settlement symbol is always red, but I don't have right now the red color marker pen. So this Aswa, you can see it coming under the 11 number line. This 11 number is the first line, and then it is 24 number line. So always left and below line, left and below line. It means left will be always your easting, and below will always be your northing. So this particular southwest corner, you can remember southwest, so it is southwest in the similar way. So left is what is the, you can see the Aswa, it comes under the 11 number easting. So 11 is this side, and below we have 24, so it's a 24. So what will be the four figure grid reference of Aswa village? It would be 1124. I hope you understood. It's very simple. We have northings and eastings on the topo sheet. We have to always locate first we have to just open our eyes what feature they're asking. We have to locate where it is on the topo sheet, and then after we have to just have a look which northing and which easting is covering that particular place. And the left it would be always your easting, and below line it will be always your northing. So below line numbering is 11, and sorry, left line numbering is 11 and below line numbering is 24. So first what will come? Easting position, easting line, and then northing. So 1124. Now next we have to find six figure grid reference. So now we have to find out six figure. In six figure we have to take a first one particular natural feature, anything we can take. So we are taking somewhere here we have the one well is there, and we have to find out the six figure grid reference of the well which is in the Aswa village. एक कुआं है, there is a one well, it can be dry, it can be wet. So now we have to find out the six figure of this. So what we have to do, we have to divide the four figure into 10 equal parts horizontally as well as vertically. So like suppose this sheet is 1124. It is a four figure. So four figure we have to divide into 10 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3 like this. So I am making it large. It is 1124. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to draw one more line. Okay. So now it's not a straight line. Let me make it. It's a roughly diagram. So you have to understand we have to divide the four figure into 10 equal parts. Now you can see I have divided into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The same thing we have to do horizontally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So particular that well is coming in this. Okay, that particular well is coming in particular that box. If we have seen in the physics and mathematics the graph paper, the similar, if you know the graph paper, how to solve the mathematics sums, it's just similar, same to same like a graph. So in this way you have to divide that particular four figure, a particular box, the block, into 10 equal parts, vertically as well as horizontally. Then you can find this north eastings we have this. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it would be a third number line. So 11, it is the first left line, it is 3. And the blue line you can see 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is coming 4. So 3 and 4. So after 11 you have to write 3. And 24 you have to write 4. So it would be the six figure grid reference. So first you have to find out four figure always. If you have a question, find out the six figure. So what you have to do? First you have to find out the four figure. And the four figure, first the easting of, it means left line. We have to find out the next number. We have to divide into 10 equal parts. So then we'll get another sequence. Another sequence would be 11, 3, 24, 4. Because that place comes under in the further division in this left and below line. So four figure, six figure, they are both, parallel to each other. They are interconnected. If you don't know how to calculate four figure, you can't find six figure. So to find out six figure of any place, First you have to find out 4-figure grid reference. Then after you have to divide that 4-figure grid reference into 10 equal parts and just to count the number of lines. And according to left and below concept, you will get the 3rd position number and the 6th position number. You have to add it. It's very simple. You will get the marks. Okay. So in the arbitrary grid system, we have discussed easting, northing, southwest corner. It's a starting point, 4-figure and 6-figure. And let's see another thing. Another thing is a scale. I taught you the scale million sheet. We call it's a RF. RF simple formula is MD upon GD. Map distance and ground distance. So scale is the ratio of map distance and ground distance. So these are the 6 major points on the arbitrary grid system after the sheets study. So we have studied the sheets of the topography, million sheet, quarter-inch sheet, and the 1-inch sheet. Then we have the arbitrary grid system, how we do, what is the procedure, what is the main points. So eastings, northings, this knowledge you must have. Without this you can't understand topo sheet. So easting, northing, southwest corner, the starting point, 4-figure, 6-figure, RF. Now, next topic we have to move on. But before this, let me recall what I have covered till now. We have understood Survey of India made these topographical maps for India and adjoining countries. There are many topo sheets are there. And then we understood what is the broad definition of topography. Topography means physical elements along with cultural elements. Physical elements we have relief, drainage and vegetation. And in the cultural elements we have, I told settlements, means of communication, irrigation and general occupations. So this is the combination of these 2 things in a topography. Then we discussed the types of sheets and now arbitrary grid system just now we have covered. So now I'm going to move to the next subtopic of under this topic, topography. Okay. So in class 10th we have in geography total 2 sheets are there. You are very lucky that you have only 2 sheets. But you will continue the study of geography, you will have so many topo sheets in bachelor degree and master degree. I can remember my old days. But you are lucky you have to study only 2 sheets, 45D by 7 and 45D by 10. So the first, let me tell you something about 45D by 7. Some features are common. You know, if you take the summary of the 45D by 7, 45D by 10, some basic information, it will help you to attempt many related questions. Okay. So 45D by 7, it's a topo sheet of western part of the India, and under this we have the major portion of the district Banas, Kantha district of Gujarat and Sirohi district of Rajasthan. So Banaskantha district is in Rajasthan, it's in Gujarat, and Sirohi district, it's Rajasthan. So this 45D by 7, it's a western part of the India which covers 2 districts of 2 different states. One is from Rajasthan, Sirohi, one is from Gujarat, Banaskantha. So the major portion in this sheet we have Banaskantha, and a smaller portion of this sheet it belongs to Sirohi district. So 45D by 7, it's a western part of India, and it contains 2 districts, one Gujarat, one Rajasthan, and it covers total 2 square kilometer area. Next we have 45D by 10. In this we have the major part of the sheet we have Sirohi. Sirohi means Rajasthan, and the minor part of this sheet it belongs to Banaskantha or Banaskantha district of Gujarat. So, and this portion covers total 700 square kilometer area. So Sirohi, Banaskantha and 700. So somewhere you can understand 45D by 7 it covers only 2 square kilometer, 200 square kilometer, and it covers 700 square kilometer area. Okay. So we have 45D by 7 and 45D by 10 only. Okay, let me confess I did a one mistake because while teaching, somewhere I just remembered 200, 700 and I was just thinking something is wrong and I checked the fact and it would be same because the sheets is divided, the 45 divided 7, 45 divided 10, it's a same portion of the 1/4 inch sheet, then 1 inch sheet. So the area cannot be differ, it would be same. So both the sheet will have the 7 square kilometer area. So I did mistake and I admit, but we have to learn from our mistake and we have to correct it. So both the sheets cover total area of 700 square kilometer. I told you 200, which was completely wrong. It's a 700 square kilometer both the side. Major portion in the 45D by 7 we have Banaskantha, then Sirohi, but here we have Sirohi, then Banaskantha. Okay. So now let's have another topic under this 45D by 7, 45D by 10. So next topic is drainage, types of drainage. There are some relief features are there on the topo sheet, some cultural elements are there, but you must know what is this. You have to identify which kind of drainage pattern is this. Then you can tell it's a dendritic, is radial or trellis. So let's have a look to study these drainage patterns. So the next topic is under the topography we have subtopic is drainage. So drainage we have total 4 types of drainage pattern we have. The first we have dendritic drainage pattern. What is this dendritic drainage pattern? In the dendritic drainage pattern, the tributaries, the streams of a river, they are just joining the main river in it's resemble like a branches of a tree. So you can see the tributaries are coming and joining the main river, and it look like similar like branches of a tree. So this is the main identification to identify dendritic drainage pattern. In this drainage, you can understand that tributaries are spread here and there, and it looks resemble like a branches of tree, and they are joining the main river. Okay, so it's a dendritic drainage pattern. The next is we have trellis drainage pattern. In the trellis drainage pattern. In the trellis drainage pattern, the tributaries are joining the main river, or streams are joining the main river at 90 degree. Okay, like you can see, and they are closely spaced. They are spaced closely, it means. So trellis drainage pattern, the streams or tributaries are joining the main river at 90 degree, and somewhere they are closely spaced. उनके बीच में स्पेस है काफी क्लोज है. And the next we will have the rectangular drainage pattern. In rectangular drainage pattern, it looks very similar to trellis drainage pattern, but here the tributaries are not joining at the right angle and they are widely spaced. Okay, so there is a basic difference between trellis and rectangular. It is the spacing. Here 90 degree and here no 90 degree but parallel and closely spaced and widely spaced. Okay. Next we will have the radial drainage pattern. Radial drainage pattern. Radial drainage pattern, the streams are coming from any hill and they are moving in the all directions. Okay, like this. Like suppose there is a particular mountain is there. When the Narmada starts its journey from Amarkantak hills, then the water, streams, they are flowing in all direction from the hill area, hill top to bottom side. Then it's a radial drainage pattern. So streams are moving in the all direction from the any hill or mountain. So we have total 4 types of drainage pattern: dendritic, trellised, and rectangular and radial. Dendritic, streams are joining the main river, tributaries are joining the main river from different sides, and it looks like a branches of tree. Here 90-degree, but they are closely spaced. Here parallel, but widely spaced. Here the tributaries are moving in all directions from any hill. So it is called radial drainage pattern.